Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to the Banner Saga. We're going to be trying to finish this one off today uh, in order to upload our save game into the Banner Saga 2 tomorrow. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's just refresh where we were here. So we got an injured Ivor, injured Crumb. I go. Alright, cool. Oh, so we just ran out of supplies. So a gaunt man and woman approach the caravan, hands held high. "A word, friends," the man says. "We are poor farmers down on our luck." The woman hits him and says, "We're outlaws, plain and simple. 10 of us, and we'll help you in a fight for some food up front. Join us, but you'll be watched. What are your crimes, or send them away?" Now, we don't really have any supplies, so the worst they could do is kill some of us. Let's see what their crimes are. "Misunderstandings," the man says. "Mead houses are confusing. Never know when you drink or share." The woman hits him again and says, "We've stolen, killed a few when we had to. Skills that might benefit you here. They can join us, but they'll be watched. If they do make off with any supplies, well, we got nothing to take." So the two quickly shuffle to a supply wagon as 8 more bandits emerge from the wilderness. They gorge themselves on salted fish and cheese, taking time to thank anyone. After eating, they politely keep to themselves. So we gain 10 fighters, but we'll probably lose them in the next day when they all starve. "Stop," a resolute voice calls from somewhere in front of you. The surrounding terrain comes alive with armed fighters surrounding the caravan. "No need for blood," the leader says. "Leave a couple wagons and pretend you never even stopped here." "No. How about you leave what you got instead?" The counteroffer takes the leader by surprise for a moment. "We don't have time for this nonsense," hisses Oddly, loosing an arrow before anyone can react, and the brigand leader falls over in a spray of blood. Something sinister in the way Crumb laughs about this turn of events convinces the rest of the brigands to give up on their errand and beat a hasty retreat. "I like your girl, Rook," he says, to which Oddleaf gives him a dirty look. It appears that large figures following from the direction of Anarta. Oddleaf watches intently before finally saying, "They have a cart, I can hear it." You slow to get a better view and spy a small caravan of Varl. Eventually they catch it. "Greetings, Ivor. It's been quite a while since we talked, hasn't it?" "I know you. Ubin. Never imagined you to be one to defy the king. What made you leave?" "Someone had to." "What do you mean?" "Bellera is heading this way." "Already? How is that possible?" A group of Varl from Wormtoe showed up around the back of Enertuff, the long way. "Bellera and his army chased them across the summer path," he said. "Past Wormtoe? That doesn't make sense. Bellera was at the bridge. He must have doubled back after the serpent appeared. While we fought on the bridge, he led half his forces around to approach Enertuff from behind. The attack on the bridge was a feint? Don't let anyone tell you the Dredge aren't clever. Enertuff will fall within a day." "Maybe not. He's following you." "I thought one of you might know why." You exchange nervous glances, but nobody speaks up. "Must be me, then." "Is there something I don't know? That's quite a grudge he's holding if he's coming for you, Ivor." Doesn't matter. Our only chance is to get to Sigurd home. Juno will know what to do." "We'll join you. I bring supplies and warriors, and my friend Gunnolf here bears a heavy sword. I believe he'd be happy to swing it for you." So we just got a bunch of supplies. But now, I believe they're gonna get pillaged by the criminals we let join us. So, Gunnulf just joined us. Don't talk much, do you? You approach the massive green-clad Varl, who is sitting quietly by himself, eating bread. So, just wanted to know anyone who can cleave a dredge in two like that. A little better. I'm Rook. What to know? Ubin asked me to chop a dredge in two. I chop. You like that sword, huh? No, I love this sword. Given to me by old Scrimmer himself. When I start working for Ubin, he says, I protect the king's collection, I protect the king. Gunnulf makes an expression somewhere between pain and frustration. I couldn't save it, though. He makes a hand motion like an object falling from a tall height and exploding. It mattered a lot at the time. I think it doesn't matter now. Skrymir is dead. Anyway. Traveled with Ubin for long? Yes, long time. When I was young, I'd fight for another Varl. It did not work out. But I learned to swing a sword. Ubin pays well, gives me plenty of things to kill. To be honest, maybe too many things these days. I'll let you finish your meal. Want to be friends with Gunnulf, Rook? He pops the last hunk of bread into his mouth. Keep food in the cart. Alright. Well, can't let that man down. Nice. So he also came with his equip item. The 5-ring necklace. Sweet. I mean, 40 renown. Let's take a look here. So we can promote Rook, promote Alette. So I think this is going to be pretty much our main party from now for a good foreseeable future. So let's promote Alette, because she's lagging behind here. We're going to try to get us some kills in some upcoming battles. The caravan stops at a split in the road. Ahead, the path leading to Sigerholm veers off into the hills, which are now swimming with familiar black shapes. Dredge that way too, grimaces Ivan. The summer path leads straight to Sigerholm, while taking the main road will add several days. They're everywhere by now, replies Ubin. I suggest we go around past Harstad. So we can either start cutting a path through them, or we can go around. So I think we're just gonna go around. I hate to say it, tell Ivan, but I'm not willing to walk into swarms of dredge anymore. Juno will have to wait. You turn towards the long road around Harkstad instead, hoping you save lives in the process. We don't really have that many fighters. So in previous fights, it had been like 1,000 dredge against us. A well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan's attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. Offer some kind of trade for the livestock. Intimidate the farmer into giving you livestock. Come with us, it's not safe here, or leave the farmers and their animals done. So, we can warn them about the approaching dredge. Maybe they'll join us and bring supplies. I don't feel like just brute forcing them, but let's see what happens. You warn the farmer of the approaching dredge, but the man spits and says, "This land is my life. I lose that, may as well be dead." The farmhands slowly nod their agreement, neither joining you or lowering their weapons. I kinda want the supplies. We're gonna take the livestock by force. It's probably gonna demoralize our troops. I don't think I've ever taken this option before, but your warriors step forward unsheathing weapons and practically growling. The farmer's men blanch and step aside as you choose the hardiest beast. The farmer has a sense to say nothing, though the expression on his face stays with you for quite a while, even after you're away. You catch a glance of Alette, who stares at her feet and does not make contact with you. You enter a village of miners who want to know what has been happening recently between the rumblings of the quakes and the sightings of dredge in the distance. As you look around, you see a lot of elderly and children. You know that these people will only be more mouths to feed. Okay. Encourage them to join you. Let them make their own decision, or don't expand the caravan further. I really don't want my fighters to starve before we get to the next city. Let's not expand. It goes against Brooks' morals, though. I guess we'll let them make their own decision. It's a compromise between the two. We probably won't get as many clansmen, but we'll see. You welcome anyone who wishes to join the caravan. Many do, while others choose to stay in their homes and see things through. You wish them luck. So we got 68 clansmen, so it was about 1 day worth of supplies. Alright, let's see what they have for sale here. We have quite a bit of renown. Knock back on strength attacks at 4, or -2 to drawing aggro. That'd be pretty good to put on our most powerful unit. So 1 renown gets 6 supplies. It's actually quite good. I think we'll spend 10 renown here. Get a bunch of supplies. We'll spend 5. How are we doing on... Let's see here. No one's injured. Morale's kind of low. But let's get them marching. Look at that, shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch dread pooling into the village you just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got it alive, says the lad, but you have your debts. They're coming, says Ivor, pointing out a line of dredge leaving the village and marching towards it. As you watch, the dredge in front falls over. Then the one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang to your left. Nid, the archery student of Oddly, who you recall deftly shooting a snow rabbit, is firing arrows down the hill. Another dredge topples. That's incredible, says Oddly, squinting. But we should get out of here. Odd's right. Let's go. Hold on. Let her do a few more. The next shot bounces off a dredge's armor, but the one after that doesn't, and the Colossus falls to a knee. Another dredge goes down before you get moving again. Why don't you come along the next time you want to try with that bow, you tell Nid, who nods with a smile on her face. Sweet. So I think we just got another playable character. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a Varl surrounded by a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business." This Varl killed my father without reason. The Varl is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. Defend the Varl. Ivor, you say. We could use any Varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we? He nods, readying his weapon. The men immediately back off, the prospect of fighting your entire army suddenly unappealing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The Varl turns towards you. Didn't need the help, but if I'm going to travel, it may as well be in the company of other Varl. He falls in line with the others, and you return to travel. And port morale. Depending on the event that happens at the Godstone here, I'll probably end up resting a day. You're back. Okay. The Godstone of Dunder passes around. In the frozen climates here, it looks like the rock is split and is falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up again once you pass through. I almost wonder if we should rest here for the night, says Ivor, who seems to have noticed the same thing. With all the snow around it, Dredge might not even be able to find us. We'll stay here overnight. You walk around camp before settling in. Along each strand of Dunder, massive beard is carved in a different part of his story, and you turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother was the first to create, she soon found a counterpart in Dunder, who embodied her ideals in a masculine form. Dunder took some of her creations, gave them beards, and showed them the secrets of smithing, though many remember him just as fondly for teaching them games and songs of mirth. As camp settles in, you notice a group of boys huddled around something. They show you an offering box carved into the Godstone itself. The box is an elaborate construction of interlocking pieces which slides around when touched. We can't get it open, they tell you. It's like a puzzle. Let's try to open it. The boys take turns working out the puzzle and give you tips when it's your turn. Though you don't seem to make much progress, eventually they leave to sleep until it's just you and a couple of other determined youngsters. So let's give up and go to sleep, and maybe it'll... So instead of spending all night on a silly game, you go to a let and huddle together to keep warm. You wake up with a thought so profound it strikes you like lightning. Rushing to the puzzle box, your fingers moving with purpose until you hear a click. The lid springs open. Inside is nothing. Oh no, says a boy who was watching. What a waste of time. To your surprise, when you close the lid, the whole box detaches from the stone. With a shrug, you take it with you. You're suddenly glad you didn't spend all night working on this. Puzzle box of the Twin Rivers. So let's take a look at that. So the puzzle box. A complex wooden pattern holds the box shut against the undedicated, changing each time it is opened. So 1 will per turn, plus 3 willpower. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, and here we have a new character, Nid. I don't know if you've ever spoken. I'm Nid, you're Rook. I know. We've actually been traveling together for a long time. Isn't it strange how you can be so close to people and not know them? Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. Have you always been such a good shot? Honestly, I never even tried before Oddleaf made me. I spent my whole life making clothes, cleaning. Oddleaf's good, but I don't think it was all her doing. It feels right. I just look where I want it to go. Anyway, I feel better. The caravan, the people worrying all day and making problems. Sometimes they really stew in their misery. I'm glad I can do something helpful. Where are you from? I don't think you're from Scrover. I knew most of the people there. No, I had a house in Frostville, but we were driven out when the dredge started to show up. My husband died trying to protect our home. My sons and I were thrown out into the fields. I'm sorry. Echo's men killed my husband. When we left, I was angry. Why was I the one who had to leave their home? How do I deserve this? You look away momentarily, not sure what to say. But I've let it go. I have 3 sons, and I don't want them to grow up with hatred in their hearts. That's why I wanted to thank you. You consider your response. You're welcome, I should be going. Don't think anything of it. We all have our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to put an arrow in something. She returns to her tent where her boys are waiting for her. So here we have Nid, the bowmaster. Her special ability is Bird of Prey. Uses her longbow to shoot further than other less experienced archer, and she always hits her mark. So she gets extra range and 100% chance to hit. So at rank 3, she gets an extra 4 range, which is almost doubling. So it's really good. The only thing is that right now she's level 1, so you get her really late in the campaign, but she's a really good character if you can level her up quick. Up ahead, a scout shouts. Some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure but recognize none of the markings. The walls seem unsteady at best. Finally sleeping beneath the roof, you overhear. Several families begin unpacking. So, it was probably abandoned. If it's not safe, it's probably gonna collapse. So keep everyone back until you're certain it's safe. It was abandoned for a reason. Leave it. Or look for any clues about why it was abandoned. So, it was abandoned for a reason. Leave it. Let's see here. While most follow you to a further campsite, a few families stubbornly but cautiously enter the hall and bed down. The next day, they rejoin the caravan more fresh than everyone else. You soon hear complaints of your paranoia. We are not a happy bunch. In the distance, Harkstop smolders like an old campfire. Even from here, you can see black figures shambling through it. That looks like a dead town, remarks Aver, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors, oddly reminds you. Let's check it out, just in case. I hope others will do the same for me. Dredge or nothing we haven't faced before. Aver grunts, but otherwise says nothing. Besides, it may throw Bellerer off the scent a bit. You head a day's march out towards Harkstop. As soon as you step foot into the small town, you think you've made a mistake. It's thoroughly littered with corpses. Within moments, the dredge are upon you, as though you've stirred up an angry hornet's nest. You draw your weapons. Probably not the best idea to come here, but experience is experience. Let's go like this. Okay. 14, 12, 14, 22. Okay. So, the only one who's really in danger here, they have high armor, so we're gonna need to break that down. We have Rook, Ivor, who are really good at armor break. He hits with a 19. So right now, let's see. because of our turn order, it would probably be best if we just put our mage here and had him attack some of these guys right off the bat. Maybe bring this guy down below 14 so that Gunolf can move in safely. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move up with Gunolf. Immediately take this guy out of the fight. Do a bit of damage to this. Perfect. That is not good. Okay. Let's get him back up here. Break some armor. More armor break here. Now we should probably mend this guy's armor, or else he's gonna take a big hit. So he gets +5, which will bring up to 11. So I'm gonna say we'll do mend 2, so that he gets full armor. Here it comes. He'll take 2 damage instead of... Oh, nice. He went for armor break. Okay. So for Rook, Rook needs to come across and hit this guy, but he can't get into range. So I guess we'll do Mark of Prey. That'll do a little bit of damage. Nah, just break 4 armor. It's better. So Lead can hit for 6 here. Gunolf's going to be taking some damage pretty soon. Nothing we can really do about that right now. So let's just hit for 7. Alright, Gunolf. This guy's up next, so we'll hit him. The only thing is... Now, we'll bring him to safety. Because I really don't want him injured. It might happen anyway, but if we can avoid it, that'd be best. Let's run him up the battlefield, put him in the harm's way. Some armor break over here. We're gonna do Mend again, this time, still on Gunolf, because he's the one who's gonna be... Sure, he can take a bit of damage right here, but we can also have him just tank for the next couple rounds. Actually, it's much better for us. Okay. So I want to give these kills to Willette, so I'm gonna move him up and shred the armor on the big guy here. Alright, more armor shred. It's okay. So who's moving next? This guy? We'll take him out then. This is a great lightning strike. I'm actually just gonna have him rest. We don't need him to go in right now. Damn. So, move over here, do some more armor break. Alright, let's do some lightning damage. So, in order to hit this guy way at the back, we need to move up 1, 2, 3, and then over 2. 1, 2, 3, over 2. So we're putting him up there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Lightning. So that'll do good damage all the way down the line. Perfect. This will shred armor on these two. Lit gets another kill. Okay, today's just the lead. Just keep tanking, man. We're all nice and packed together. Move up, hit this guy. Let's attack him with some armor break as well. He's coming for me now. Ouch. Okay. He's got 8 to 8, probably 2 damage there. I was gonna move up and just take this guy completely out. We need him out of the fight. Alright, we mend him again. It's not really stopping him from taking damage, but... Okay, we're gonna do Mark of Prey here. See if we can whittle this guy down. 3. Perfect. Come on, run away. Don't go down. Ouch. Okay. $17 damage. A little bit overkill. It's weird, he's not taking any damage. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe we have an item on him that is changing that up, but... Weird. She still hasn't got promoted. Alright, Elaine, come on. I'm just bad at this game, barely. God, I shouldn't have went down there. I could have walked him away. I didn't have to stand him there. Well, we got the promotion. That's what I wanted, but